Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Georgia Southern's offense will start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They want to run this quarterback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was released. And falls to the ground, incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Caught behind the line. It's McNeil. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. FIU pushing tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get pushed up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They get to the line quickly. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. FIU set up with another 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's McNeil. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack. They get the huge loss on that play.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. FIU pushing tempo. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled immediately after the catch. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a... Downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside.
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Eagles are on the move. Looking for room. It's Baker. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Might be looking to run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. You take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia Southern, 7. Florida International, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's long. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Florida International offense will take
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had...
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just... Quarterback like that, the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Yeah, and you've seen... This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nelson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
That pass is incomplete, and they might...
It's incomplete.
It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Looking for the score. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll try to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
when the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Return runs out of bounds.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And he'll move his way forward to... He'll mark it at the 35.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Panthers in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the...
Sends it downfield. And a big play on the outside. Keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Florida International. A great catch and run for 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love offensive. That are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulls it in. It's Jones. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Eagles are rolling down the field. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some... sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the... Inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
FIU pushing tempo. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They want to get this defense on its heels. Right back to him on the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was... is finally tripped up at the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's McNeil. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dot.
And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they swarm him under. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on D.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Defense.
Might be the... scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Trying to make magic with his feet. fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give as they work on that clock. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. FIU pushing tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're up...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. Got enough space. Touchdown. And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field here as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.